and welcome to another video tutorial with Märklin of Sweden. Today we're going to start off by ballasting, and we're starting off by ballasting the M-track. Most manufacturer has something like this in their assortment. It's a track, really comes typically with the starter kits, and it's a durable type rail which can be built and rebuilt in numerous layouts without being damaged. So we're starting off with this one today.
So in this tutorial we'll be ballasting the station area here. I start my styrofoam cutter and run it at 4 amps and cut the styrofoam to 1/4 inch thickness that corresponds approximately to 6 mm, which seems to be a good dimension for the rails I'm using. I have a tutorial on my channel how to build one of these styrofoam cutters. I use a steel scale as help to cut the angle which corresponds to the track pieces on my layout. And this is the final result. To figure out the shape of the other side, I need to put the styrofoam piece in place, and then I just apply some force and I will get a mark from the rail on the other side and something to use as a guideline when I do my cutting. For the straight sections I use my steel scale as help to cut straight. On the curved section I cut on freehand. To avoid getting paint and glue on the track sections, I apply a layer of both ballast and some turf on the side. And the base in this is white glue, wood glue that is, and I mix that with a bit of burnt umber to get a brownish base type color. I then cover the entire surface with this color and glue mix. With that in place, it's time for the ballast. I use medium buff B80 for this. It corresponds quite well in color with the color of these Märklin M-track, so it looks pretty good, and the final result. So I cover all the edges with the ballast, and then I use woodland turf earth blend in the middle, just to have something there. Usually I do detailing later. It could be static grass, or it could be a platform or some structures, but this gives it a nice look until it's finished. I then use a brush which I have cut short, just to push both the ballast and the turf into the glue so it stays there. I fix the styrofoam on the layout with wood glue. So I apply the wood glue like this. I put the prepared styrofoam piece in place, make sure that it's in the correct position, and then I fix it with needles until the glue has dried. When the styrofoam piece is in place, I add a bit more ballast just in the edge and onto the track sections of the same type, medium buff ballast. Finally, I add a thin layer of fine buff on top of the tracks. This is to cover the blank surface of the track, so it looks a bit more natural. And this is the final result.
So that's how I do the ballasting of this type of tracks. I'm quite happy with it. It also has the advantage that since the styrofoam presses on both sides of the track, there is no need to fix the track with the screws and stuff. Another big advantage, of course, is that when you're rebuilding the layout or selling the tracks on eBay or whatever, there is no glue on them. They're just like new. You just take the ballast, the loose ballast off, and they're like new. So that's good. A word about the ballast, which is not fixed, because they told me that, oh, now you can't have ballast around on the tracks. The locomotives will like suck it up and get all stuck. And I've been having my ballast like this for like 10 years. And on 2 different layouts. I don't move my layouts around. I would not recommend this on the modular layout, which you bring around to the meetings. Then you need to have everything fixed, of course. But for a stationary layout like this, it's not a problem. Sometimes with the older type locals, with this ballast can get stuck in the wheels if they derail where it's a lot of ballast, but otherwise not. So it's not a problem. I would also like to say a word about the color, because my personal opinion is that it's better to choose a color of the ballast which is close to the track color, because it harmonizes more, and somehow the brain thinks that if it harmonizes with the track color, it looks good. Rather than, if you're modeling something from your neighborhood or wherever, and it has a completely different color, I wouldn't recommend to use that color with the track if it doesn't go well with the track. It's like with the C-track from Märklin. This is a kind of gray track, and with this track I would definitely not use the medium buff. There are other ballast material which is more suitable, which harmonizes better with this one. Well, how about that? Alright, thank you very much for watching this tutorial. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe on the channel. And when you do, you will get a notification once next video goes live. Until that happens, see ya!